Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Pachuca versus Atlas in the second leg of the final of the 2022 Liga MX Clausura Liguilla. A 2-0 aggregate lead for Atlas. 2-0. Pachuca, if they win, that'll at least get them to extra time. No away goals in this tie. Of course, Atlas still score both their goals at Estadio Jalisco anyway. But Pachuca has been unbeaten at home in 16 home games. So this whole season, pretty much, they've been unbeaten at home. Because you have 17 games, half at home. They've been really good at home over both halves of this season. Suffice it to say. For Pachuca. Rebel says, come on, Pachuca, win this. I don't know how much of our chat wants Pachuca to win this, but I'd say it's about probably half and half. With that being said, lineups are as follows. If Pachuca wins tonight, they will at least, on the score line, they will at least go to extra time. If not, win the tournament. Depends on how they win. If it's a 2-0 win, they'll go to extra time. 3-0, they win outright. They have to win by 2 goals over Atlas to at least go to extra time. Now, if they win 1-0, they have to win by 2 goals, at least to go to extra time, is the situation here. If Atlas win or draw, or they only lose by 1, they win the tournament. No away goals here. There will be extra time if there's tied after 180 or tied after 90. The aggregate's tied after 90 here, tied after 180. But it's definitely not over yet. We definitely have a match where we could see a good situation here. Oh, I just peeped the Austin FC jersey in the crowd. Okay. With that being said, somebody in the crowd was wearing an Austin FC jersey. Didn't expect that. With that being said, here are the lineups as follows. A 4-2-3-1 for Pachuca, the home side. The team trying to dethrone Atlas from their bicampeonato. In goal, Ustadi. The back four, Aceves, Murillo, Cabral, and Alvarez. The midfield two, Chavez and Sanchez. Hurtado, Guzman, and Abada, and up top, Ibanez. And for Atlas, the team defending their bicampeonato, or trying to defend their championship and win a bicampeonato, Atlas, who's ahead. They have the upper hand here so far. In goal, Camilo Vargas, the back three, Santa Maria, Nervo, Emmanuel Aguilera, the midfield 5, wing back, Jose Abela, Zaldivar, Aldo Rocha, the center defensive mid, Reyes, and Anibal Chala, the right wing back, and strikers, Julian Quinones and Julio Furch is what we have for Atlas. Pretty much same 11s here for this second leg out of the first leg. And Pachuca's brought a legend for present the trophy over. Chucky Lozano, with the trophy. Hopefully, his former team, for his case, wants his former team, of course, to win this trophy. Of course, he's been on this stage before. Got to a CONCACAF Champions League by, of course, being on this level of stage. I think Pachuca won their league to get there. I don't think they lost. I think they won to get there, if I remember correctly. But with that being said, have our 11s about to start the recibimiento to get this match started. Of course, the anthems, the lineups. 8:10, and here we go. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. Let's have some fun here. Let's see if Atlas could finish off their bicampeonato, or will they fall short? Either way, this match is going to be in a very enjoyable situation, an enjoyable match to watch. It's definitely not over yet, and it's definitely anybody's game. Pachuca has to be perfect, but it's anybody's game. And if they do what they did to America, they could easily win the Liga MX Clausura if they do what they did to America. They've been unbeaten at home for a good while. 16 home games. They've been unbeaten. Could they extend that one more? Because that's exactly what they need to have a chance to win this trophy, whether it's in extra time, whether it's in penalties, or whether it's over 90 more minutes. Estadio Hidalgo, the place where this game, this season in Mexican football will end. Will it end with a bicampeonato, or will fans go home happy? We shall see. Lineups. Players are out on the pitch. Pachuca fans are ready. They better be. That's the good thing about being at home. You may be down, but if your fans are going to carry you, it's good for them to have their fans here. And the last match ball to be walked out onto the pitch. They need that 12th man for sure. But Pachuca looks ready. They do. Here we go. The anthems to be played. Then the coin toss to be drawn. It's going to be a good one here. Atlas. Will the trophy go back to Guadalajara? Or will the trophy stay at Estadio Hidalgo? The Mexican military has a freaking mascot. I did not expect to see that. All right. They're playing the anthem here. Mexican military band playing. The national anthem of Mexico. Something, none much. By the way, congrats to Nottingham Forest on being promoted to the Premier League. Richie Larea wasn't even on the bench, but congrats to Forest on getting promoted back to where they belong. Nottingham Forest does belong in the Premier League in my mind, and they're back to where they belong. Happy to see it. A 1-0 win over Huddersfield earlier today at Wembley. Own goal, but I don't think anybody will be complaining. Hopefully Nottingham stays up next year. I think they could. Especially if Jed Spence stays, if they buy him out. I think they could stay up. They just keep this form going. Hopefully. Like Villa, like Leeds, they stay up. And hopefully Fulham goes back down. Probably. Pachuca's 11, Ustadi in goal. The back four, Alvarez, Cabral, Murillo, and Aceves. Sanchez and Chavez, the midfield 2. Hurtado, Guzman, and Ibarra. Then the striker, Ibanez. Nice. Lovely. Wonder if this means Liga MX 2DNA is going to have a different, what's it called, a score bug there. With the way the 11s looked there. But nice. Referee Fernando Hernandez, Jose Martinez, and Enrique Bustos, the assistants. And Atlas is 11. Camilo Vargas in goal. The back 5, Abela, Santa Maria, Nervo, Aguilera, and Shala, Reyes, Rocha, and Zaldivar midfield, and Furchin Quinones up top. Who's at the top of Liga MX? The super leader was Pachuca. Of course, that's why they're hosting the game here. I think Atlas was 3rd in their top 4. I think they were 3rd. But Pachuca of this tournament were the first place team. That's why they're hosting tonight. That's why Atlas was 3rd. They made the quarterfinal with the bye in the season, this season, which is why they played Chivas. They didn't have to play the Repechaje, but they were 3rd place in the table. Tigres was 4th. Yeah. Pachuca was 4th. It was Tigres, then Atlas. Yep, got it. Tigres and Atlas were 2nd and 3rd. America was 4th. Pachuca was 1st. That's why the ties were they as follows with the seeding. And all the top 4 got to the semis, which normally, recently, I think, bound to happen. But we're about to start the second half. Isn't Florian Thauvin in Mexico? Yep. Randy Torres reloaded. He's back with his old name. Let's go Atlas. Why'd you CCL 23? Or I think that was, yeah. I think so, yeah. CCL 23, same person. I think I'm right. I'm so Real Madrid the best as HJU. I mean, you beat Liverpool, so yeah. Yeah, but Florian Thauvin is in Mexico for Tigres, playing with Gignac, 2 Frenchmen up top, and Jefferson Soteldo on the other side, that Pratt. Back to your old, so yeah, I remember well. There we go. What's a 29-year-old World Cup winner doing in the Mexican League, with all respect? Tigres basically insigniated him. That's what happened. What Lorenzo Insigne did is what Florian Thauvin did, but just went to Tigres instead. Pretty much. He chose to go to Tigres. They paid him money. He got a good paycheck. Tigres wanted a great player, and they got him. I didn't expect that he really meshed well with Miguel Herrera, but, what do I know? Turned out well. But he basically did what Insigne did to a certain extent. Like, you could ask the same question about a Euro winner going to MLS. You could ask the same question. Lorenzo Insigne basically did the same thing Thauvin did, except one went to Tigres, one went to Toronto, one went to Liga MX, one went to MLS. I mean, it's a similar situation. It worked out for him. And they still got Jefferson Soteldo. I'm glad they did. I would rather have a questionable Carlos Salcedo at the back than Jefferson Soteldo on my team. I remember watching a TikTok a couple of days ago saying, who would you wake up at 4 a.m. to slander on national TV? I kind of felt like I wanted to make a Jefferson Soteldo joke there, like stitch it. I would. I'd probably be still up anyway and be like, okay, I'll just put on my suit, go. Yeah. Like basically what the First Take guys do, yeah. And we're about to kick off, finally. It's at 8:10 and now it's 8:20. All right. Here we go. About to kick off. Atlas to kick off. They're in the red and black. Pachuca in the blue and white stripes. Of course, they're still in the same kits that they were in the last matchup. The second leg, and here we go. And we are off. Atlas trying to defend their bicampeonato, or win the bicampeonato, defend their Apertura championship. 2-0 lead. 2-0 global. Apertura champion, Clausura champion, and Campeón de Campeones. 3 titles in 1 year. Fingers crossed. Okay, that's what I was figured. I figured it was the VAR thing. Pachuca going forward. Last time Pachuca played at home, they absolutely whipped Club America from pillar to post. And if they do the same thing here, they will be the Mexican champions. If they whip Atlas pillar to post. 3-0 would do it. Would suffice. But they have to whip Atlas pillar to post as they did America. But the last time they played a home game, that's what they did. Last time they played a home game, their semifinal home game, they whipped America pillar to post in the second leg. Worked out for them. Is that a new 4K camera? Oh. Throw in for Atlas. Why do they test new things during championship matches? I get it. It's a championship. That's probably the reason. 121. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. Throw in for Pachuca. If they want a chance, they have to score early here. If they win 2-0, they would go to extra time. There is no away goals in this tie. If it's the aggregate is tied after this match, after the 90th minute in this match, we go to extra time and possibly penalties. Away goals do not count here. Just like the Champions League final, CONCACAF Champions League final. Which makes sense. I would hate to win a trophy on away goals. I think that makes sense. Like, I don't think away goals should be taken away for every round. But for a final, if it's a 2-legged final, I would not want to win a trophy on away goals. If it's tied after 180, you should go to extra time. And then penalties if it need be. Which makes a lot of sense. Now, of course, in the round of 16, quarterfinal, semifinal, I think it makes sense. But even then, there's no away goals in the whole tournament. It's about seeding in the Liga MX tournament. So, it would be even worse if Pachuca were to win 2-0 and then win on seeding. But there's no away goals here anyway. Unless Atlas score. So, here come Atlas. Speaking of that, Atlas playing forward. Shot. Played through, but it bounces. Quinones! And he just shanks it wide. Goal kick. Liga MX about seeding. See a lot of black and red jerseys. Atlas invaded Hidalgo. They clapped Austin FC today. The Galaxy did. They did. And Chicharito still couldn't score a penalty. What's with him not scoring penalties? Like, I don't get it. Like, he could score these crazy goals. Maybe he is a tronco. Maybe Chicharito is a tronco. If you're not a tronco, you make your penalties. I don't care if you're, like, taking these diving karate kick goals. You still need to make your penalties. Tronco. Yep. That's a throw-in for Pachuca. Hurtado. Or Atlas throw-in. But Austin still got slapped. You know what I realized? I don't know why I did this, but I counted. Even if Seattle beats Charlotte, which they should, the white Parley kits won more. The teams in white Parley kits won more games than the teams in the blue purplish kits with one draw. And Toronto didn't fall to that curse. How did we not fall to that curse? Pozuelo stopped being a Tronco, probably. Yeah, it was pretty much Pozuelo stopped being a Tronco. Yep. Atlas are happy for the first time since 1951, and now they're getting a bicampeonato. It's only the 5th minute, Rebel. Pachuca's playing respectably. Let's put it like that. They're playing respectably in the 5th minute. They're playing respectably. That's what I'd say. But Forrest did go back up, and hopefully Richie Lorea gets loaned back to TFC, because God knows he's probably not getting any time in the Premier League. And I'd rather him be loaned back to TFC than play in the championship. I'm going to run that. Laxalt and Lorea on both sides. Oh, boy. We may actually go on that run. Is a player down in the box? Or is that a trash bag or something? Or those balloons? What the hell? It's balloons. So who throws balloons out on the pitch? It's not seeing Leeds and Force in the Premier League. I agree. Now if only Bolton could get back up there. That's all I need. Bolton gets back up there and stays up. Leeds and Forest stay up. I still want Everton to go down. I don't think they will. I think Everton basically saved themselves for a good bit now. I don't think they're going to get that close to going down ever again. I still want Everton to go down, though. Would have been hilarious. It's nice to see old Atlas fans be happy. That's the nicest thing you ever said about Atlas, Rebel. I didn't expect that out of you. 7th minute. Seriously, that is the nicest thing you ever said about them. I want Millwall to go back up. Yeah, it would be fitting. I'd rather have Millwall as the shithouse team than Burnley. But then at some point, people start hating Millwall, but they don't give a crap. That's the thing. I think Burnley fans want to be liked. Millwall fans don't give a crap. I think that's the thing. Millwall deserves to be the shithouse team because they just wouldn't care. Now, if just West Brom stayed down, that would be good. Or did West Brom go back up? It was Forest. Shot. Goal. Goal for Pachuca. Goal. 1-0. 1-0. And that was Ibarra. Ibarra with an early goal. Oh, my word. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love to hear it. Thank you. Touch back on that after this goal shown again. 1-0. 1-0 Pachuca. Romario Ibarra. What a shot. Ibarra takes it, runs it in, and takes a very angular shot and gets it under the arm of Vargas from the angle. That reminds me of what Romel Kyoto does. Romario Ibarra with a goal in the 8th minute. 1-0. 1-0 esta noche. 1-2 global. Pachuca's right back in it. Pachuca's right back in it. If they score another, and that's as it stands, if they get to 2-0 and it stays that way through 90, we go to extra time. If they could score 3, they win outright. If they don't let Atlas score first. But right now, Pachuca is teetering on that edge of getting to the place they need to. Camilo Vargas' error went off his line. Andre Blake would never. Andre Blake would never. Be okay. What was that? Pachuca lost already. Or BKL. What was that? Pachuca lost already. I never, like he said that, not me. Comunicaciones winning 2-0 aggregate. I'm not shocked. Communications FC. Keep up the grind, brother. Looking forward to your World Cup reactions. Thank you. Means a lot to hear that, and sure will, because that's all we can do is keep it up. Keep up the grind. That's all we can do here. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. 10th minute, 1-0. Atlas with a free kick. If ball don't lie, they'll score here. Well, I don't think it's ball don't lie. It's just the fact they... You know, Ustadi kind of looks like Talavera. And if it ends up being that, and if he ends up basically winning Pachuca the trophy, I'm going to make a joke about that. Because why not? He kind of looks like Talavera. I just noticed. Plays forward. Shot blocked away. Shot blocked away. Atlas cleared into the box and almost takes the lead back. Or had to make Pachuca score 2 more instead of just 1. If they want to trust themselves on extra time and penalties. Did you see Dejan Joveljic score 2 goals and 2 assists in 37 minutes? I heard. He's good. He real good. Now, if only he was, well, he can't start because $20 super chat if Pachuca wins. Yes, I'll remember. Would be nice. Must be nice. You know what I'm saying? If Pachuca needs to know what they did when they beat Club America, that's a perfect measure to bring and more goal. Well, I mean, they're already kind of beating Atlas pillar to post. It isn't as top. It isn't as dominant as the America game. The America game. Are they trying to look at if it was on over the line? Nope, it didn't go over the line. So I don't know what they're looking at. But Atlas are really sleeping right now. Atlas are sleeping on Pachuca right now. The goal hasn't even really woke them up. I mean, they did almost score there, but Pachuca still were way more awake to that move. Here's a throw-in. One of them, he did an over-the-head kick for an assist. He's a stud. If we didn't have Jesus Jimenez, I'd wish Toronto had Joveljic. But we have Jesus Jimenez, so I'm good. I'm good. I still would rather have Marky Delgado because we still need Marky. Jesus Christ, our midfield is horrible. Even yesterday when it came to TFC, their midfield is absolutely dreadful. I cannot believe we won that game. Or the Halifax game. But if it's got to be ugly, I mean, it doesn't matter as long as you win, I guess, even if it's ugly. Pachuca tenemos que ganar hoy. Pachuca vamos ser campeones. Pachuca vamos a ganar Atlas. Plays through Pachuca. That was a horrible clearance, but okay. Chala, cross! Straight to Stadi. That was absolutely horrible. Scored 4 in the second half. You did. Saw that. That was another win for the teams in blue on Parley weekend. They'll be under 500 because of that one draw. But hey, at least Toronto won when they wore the freaking Parley kits. The blue Parley kits, and Chicago didn't win. We damn near blew it anyway. I don't know what I'll do. Pachuca, here's a chance. Shot over the bar. Alvarez doesn't get it in there, and he's holding his groin. One of their best players against one of the supposedly best teams in the league. Here's the thing about Austin, okay? Austin, honestly, are a paper tiger. Honestly, Austin, they're good, but they're not great. They beat the shit out of teams they need to beat the shit out of. That's what we see, okay? That's pretty much it. Austin are beating the shit out of teams they're supposed to beat the shit out of, which makes them look better. And then when they're playing the better teams, they may get a result, but they may get their ass kicked too. Sometimes the good thing is they're sometimes getting results out of the better teams. And then sometimes they get their ass kicked, like today. I do not. I don't know if we play Austin this year. I don't think Toronto plays Austin this year, but if it was before Insigne, I'd be worried. But if it's after, I think we could handle. But I don't think we do. I don't think we do. I don't think we do. So that's the good news. But that's pretty much Austin for you. They'll make the playoffs. Oh, they'll make the playoffs. Who do I think will win? From what I've seen so far, I thought Pachuca would at least draw today before the match. But from what I've seen, I have a feeling that I think Pachuca wins this. And they do enough to turn the deficit around. I really do. I really do. You went after a Geo hater. You told me. Diego Fagundes is the best player for Austin. And you're forgetting about Sebastian Driussi? Driussi? I mean, Fagundes is good. He's had a second. He's had a turn on his fortune since he's gone to Austin. I do agree with that. He was good in New England, but he wasn't great. But he had a change of scenery, and he's become awesome. Here's a corner for Pachuca, 16th minute. So, yeah, but Driussi is still better. Driussi is still better. I mean, he's up there in the Golden Boot race. I don't know what you're seeing. Maybe you're talking about today, personally. Cross in. I just hope Austin doesn't become the team that does good the very good one season, and the next season just goes to shite. You've never heard of MLS, haven't you? Advantage. Here comes Pachuca. That happens a lot. To be a Seattle or LAFC or Toronto is really hard to do. You're going to fluctuate. Now, I guess you're saying like absolutely great, then absolutely shite. I get that. But MLS, that's very likely that being a Portland, Toronto, Seattle, Atlanta, so to speak, and LAFC, being one of those teams, it's hard to do. Hell, Philadelphia. It's hard to be one of those teams that are consistent year in, year out. Now, you could say Toronto's not one of those teams anymore. But I still think they're going to get to that level of being back to, to where they should be. CCL, how does it feel to choke in the final Pachuca? And you say Pachuca's easy, but you're having trouble with them. Pachuca's doing it again at Hidalgo. Let's be honest. I think they're starting to beat Atlas pillar to post. Okay. It didn't look good today for the strike. Okay. It's MLS can't win every year because MLS salaries can't keep the same players. Exactly. Unless you're Seattle or Philadelphia. They make it work. Toronto made it work, and they could make it work again. Seems like they will, but they have to keep taking forward steps. But I don't think we're completely in the mud anymore. I think we're getting ourselves out of it. It's like being in a freaking truck, and it's like being in a truck and you got stuck in the mud, but you find your way out. You're still going to be a muddy truck, but you're finding your way out. Then you go to a freaking car wash, and then you have your shine back. But we're in the moment of we're getting out of the mud, so we have to get to the car wash next. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what Toronto is, but it's better than last year. Oh, hell. That should be a foul. Look at that. 18th minute. Nah, I think that may have been a foul. That probably was a foul. First place Eastern Conference NYCFC when Philadelphia drew the game against New England, and we're second place as a Supporter Shield standing. Unbelievable 7 unbeaten with 6 straight clean sheets. Yeah, New York's doing really damn well. They've bounced back since the CCL exit, which is a good thing for them, which is basically what I guess they were planning on. Seattle still really hasn't, tell you the truth. They'll probably beat the ever-loving crap out of Charlotte, but why wouldn't they? Tigres are looking at the MLS team. Pathetic, says Tigres. Atlas 1-3 Pachuca. Pachuca wins in penalties. I could see that. And mentality get away from the game good for our team. I hope that Dejan doesn't ask for a raise like Jaime Pinedo did in 2015 and left the team. I could see Dejan's probably going to go to Europe. The way he's playing, he's definitely going to get some shine I think he stays for about a year or two more and then goes to Europe. I'm being completely honest there. Very good player. Boom. And that's going to go out for a throw-in. You said what now? I don't think they're sympathetic about Toronto. En la Liga con CONCACAF, mi contact con un Toronto, boom, boom, fra Toronto. Chiquitín, chiquitín, quiero fuera mi tigrín. I hope people remember that. Like, do people remember that meme where somebody parodied Chepolin for Tigres after Toronto beat them in the CCL? I still love it. I sort of know it by heart, but not really. Mexican banter is freaking amazing. I wish MLS was like that. Even Europe's not like that. Mexican banter is absolutely the best. It is. Have you ever played Rise, Son of Rome? No, I have not. Yep, the Chepolin song, yeah. Have you heard the last payphone in New York Times Square got taken out? Yep, we should leave it. Yeah, but people don't know how to use payphones. Now you get charging booths and call booths, but I guess it works, doesn't it? Because people would rather do that because they have their phone with them. Dejan and Chicha play good together. I don't know why Vanny doesn't play them two more. He wants a 4-3-3, and Dejan's not really a winger. I think that's the problem. You know, Vanny's really stuck on a 4-3-3, you know? But he doesn't make them play super fast, you know? It's kind of like he likes being a Pep sort of savant, but he just doesn't understand it, you know? And he also tries to play tiki-taka if they're playing fast. It's normally not a Pep type 4-3-3. Which, if you're going to do it, you do it the Pep, Sarri, Tuchel, Ranić way. You don't do it the Pep way. But then again, Pep won the Premier League, so what do I know? What do I know? Get away from the game could be good for the guys. Just disconnecting from the game could be good. I know Gio won't. He'll be writing notes every day. Shows you how good a coach he is. If the Portland Timbers ever get rid of Gio Savarese, that's like getting TFC getting rid of Greg Vanny, but even worse. Unless you get Bielsa, you're probably screwed. And probably for more than a year. What if Mexico's A-team with Chicharito plays Costa Rica? 4-0 Mexico. Chicharito with a brace at least. And he'll miss a penalty because he can't score penalties. Because he's a tronco who loves karate kicking goals, diving straight into the goal, but he can't score a penalty. That's got to be a foul. That's a corner at least, but I think that may have been a foul. I think the ref's talking to VAR. You may be right, Rebel. You may be right. I really want to see the Iran-Canada game. Let me see this. Foul! 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 On Santa Maria. That's a foul. That's a foul. That should be a penalty. Look at it. You may be right. VAR. You and I saw the game against the Levas. They both did awesome together. It was Open Cup, though. But I agree. But Vanny's got to keep his system. That was the problem in 2020. It just didn't work because Omar Gonzalez can't play football fast. Check it. Damn it. For me, I think that's a penalty. Penalty. There was a foul on Pachuca by Atlas in the box, but he took contact, though. If you look at it, he legitimately took contact. He may have dived, but he still took contact. It's not like he faked anything. He did take contact. Studs into the foot. Maybe he just started feeling it. That's a pen. That's a pen. Penalty. You got to check that. That's a pen. That has to be. Yeah, I heard $10 million. Because they want damages, but we were only going to pay him $400K and then fly him over. I don't see where $10 million came from. They probably put it high, so at least they'll probably still get paid, even if they lose. Or Canada will settle. I don't know, because they don't have $10 million. They'd be poor. Want us to be poor again before the World Cup? Shit, man. They'll probably settle for lower, most likely. I think they know 10 million is probably bullshit. Probably a bad idea. Santa Maria is a tronco. I mean, that was a stupid tackle. I don't think he's been okay recently. I don't think he's a tronco. Ref is talking to the players. I don't know if he's listening to VAR. I think it's a pen. 25th minute. I think it's a pen. Everybody's crowning him. 25th minute. I think it was a foul. CCL 23 is getting flashbacks from Tigres because they're choking in the final against Pachuca. I just hope Pachuca doesn't put on non-foreign players. How could you be that stupid? Like, seriously, how could you miss that? That the rule is 8 foreign players and you can't put on more. And the ref's talking to VAR. He's going to VAR! The referee is going to VAR. Referee's going to VAR. Here we go. What scrimmage game are you excited about the international break besides the Canada games? Well, this isn't really a scrimmage, but it's an international break match, the Finalissima between Italy and Argentina. I'm interested in that. It's at least a good consolation prize for Italy, you know. He's going to VAR. You know, it's a good consolation prize for Italy, so I'm interested in that. I'll see what I'm interested in some Nations League games, but we'll look at the situation there. Iran deserves nothing. Why should they be paid? Yeah, I don't know. 26 minute. Referee looking at the tackle. Man, this VAR referee don't know how to handle things. Pumas America and Chivas Sierra last struggle with Pachuca to find a final to get a bicampeonato. Yeah. But basically, this international break, I'm interested in the Italy-Argentina Finalissima. I mean, it's pretty much just a souped-up Campion, Super Campion friendly, Super Cup friendly. But, yeah, I'm interested in that. And I'll be rooting for Italy, too, and I'll be covering it, by the way. Forza Italia! USA versus Paraguay. Okay, that sounds interesting. Yeah, I think that sounds like a good one. Yeah, I agree with that. The Morocco game, though, I'm not really interested in, but I think we'll see when USA Paraguay is. I got to look at these schedules. Referee's still looking at VAR. I don't know what exactly. We're going to have like 7 minutes of stoppage time. Why can't Mexico or Senegal join? What do you mean? Thoughts on Mexico 2, Nigeria 1. Pretty good prediction. Pretty good match for Mexico. Rodolfo Cota on the one Nigerian goal. What the hell was he doing? Like, I don't know what the hell Cota was doing there. I couldn't tell you. Like, that was horrible. Like, I thought Rodolfo Cota should be the Mexican, at least number 2. What the hell was Cota doing? He made me look like an ass. I didn't even cover that game, and he made me look like an ass. Here's the VAR check. And penalty. No, goal kick. He went the other way. Goal kick, I should say. No, goal kick. He wasn't pointing at the spot. It's pointing for a goal kick, I should say. Well. Goal kick? No, goal kick for no PK. It's a goal kick. Yeah, I realized what he was doing. I realized what he was doing. No penalty. Offside. Oh, offside. Oh. No, okay, I see it. Yep, offside. I see it. He played. Yeah, Offside, I see it. Good call. Yeah, now I see it. Yeah, that's a good call. They never really showed that until way too late. 1-0. Yeah, I see it. And that's a save. Ustadi plays forward. Yeah, like he was off the line, like he was ahead, and then played back as the run was being made. Okay. Yeah, good call. 30th minute, which means there'll probably be like 7 minutes of stoppage time in the first half. You think MLS VAR sucks? Just watch Liga MX VAR. At least MLS has everything ready. And now they have a central location in Atlanta where every VAR review is handled, or at least the calls for it, I should say. But yeah, and that's a foul. Yep, tackle. Chicharito going to get called up? I would say at least by September. I think he ends up getting called up for the World Cup, though, if that's what you're asking. I think he ends up getting called up. That's my thoughts. Chicharito's going to end up getting called. Ref called offside when they check VAR, but there's no penalty in there, so no penalty offside. Yeah, I know. I realized. I realized what he was doing. That was my mistake. I realized what he was doing. When he pointed and put his hand up, I realized what he was doing. He wasn't pointing this way. He was pointing that way. I didn't see the offside till like the last second, though. Free kick for Atlas. Can they get the tie back at least? Chicharito and Tata had a face-to-face meeting last weekend about it. Yep. Chicharito apologized for what we don't know. People are speculating, but I feel like Pachuca's probably going to win this if they get their head in the game. They've had their head in the game the whole time. Shot past the post. That'll be a goal kick. What a rifle of a shot, but not enough. I think Pachuca are starting, like Atlas are, I wouldn't say they're getting beaten pillar to post like America got beaten pillar to post, but Pachuca are still dominating them so far. A 1-0 lead for Pachuca. They score by the end of this half. Throw in Alvarez. I think they may have the chance here. A 2-0 win sends it to extra time. If it stays that way till 90, a 3-1 win would do the same. There's Alvarez. And he gets blocked out. Doesn't pass the ball, just runs straight into defender. That was actually stupid. Furch plays forward. I wonder why Marquez ain't starting. What happened there? Surprisingly, Efrain Alvarez uses right foot twice in the game against Austin. Oh, really? Oh. I didn't know he could use his right foot. I thought it was a block of concrete. That's a giant improvement. That's a giant improvement of using his right foot twice. That's a giant improvement. I thought it was a block of concrete. Like, I'm a lefty, and I'll still probably use my right foot more than freaking Alvarez does. And I'll just be playing freaking pickup. Jesus. That's going to be cleared out for Atlas. He used it once for a shot and once for a pass. I am shocked. This is a revelation. I'm shocked. What the Alvarez used his freaking right foot twice. I'm shocked. That's a revelation. Tronco. That Tronco used his right foot. Okay. Now just get him to do that more. He probably won't. He's still a Tronco, though. Efrain Alvarez is still a Tronco. B-Tech Pavon. I'm having quesadillas. Nice. You're in the spirit of the day. I had burgers and then I'll have some mac and cheese later. I'm surely not in the vibe of this day. And here we go, Pachuca. Pachuca plays back. Shot from Hurtado. Not enough, but still with Pachuca. Into the box and over the bar. Soccer's kind of the best on weekends. Yeah, I could see. I agree. Like, I like midweek games, but if you're going to have a late game and have a nutty late game, I'd rather it be on the weekend. CONCACAF did never get that memo, though. They never got that memo, though. Luckily for me, though, building this channel is basically my job. So I ain't got to worry what day a match is on, pretty much. But even I don't get it why CONCACAF just goes absolutely haywire with the 10 p.m. games during the midweeks, even during CONCACAF League. And most of these islands are like to the east. I'm surprised on how good Pachuca is, says Randy Torres, CCL 23. Did you change your name to make sure Rebel didn't come after you? Did you change your name back to make sure Rebel didn't come after you? Or did I spill the beans? Galaxy needs more 7:30 primetime games because we always sell those out. Yeah. I do love a Toronto game followed by a Galaxy game. I do have to admit that. I do love those. I remember that one time Toronto played y'all on July 4th back in 2019, and Zlatan, like, you were at home, Zlatan scored a brace, and it was like 10:30 Central. Oh, that was awesome. And wasn't there a rain delay during that match as well? I think there was a rain delay during that match. I was making sure. Am I wrong, or was there a rain delay during that match, or was that something else? Because it ended pretty late. People didn't recognize my name. Oh, okay. Seattle could have found out their opponents possibly from the CAF and the CAF Champions League final tomorrow is Wydad Casablanca versus Al Ahly. Now you damn well know that it's going to be Al Ahly. Like, I'm going to be 100% certain. Oh, Mexico plays Uruguay on June 2nd? I could do that. I ain't got nothing to go. I remember that game, and no, it doesn't rain in L.A. So it must have been another game. I think it was Montreal. It was Montreal. It was like a couple of weeks later in Montreal. Yep, there we go. It was Montreal. Yeah. It was, a couple of weeks later, Montreal. Yeah. I remember now. There we go. It was Montreal. That's what I remembered. Sorry, I knew there was a freaking rain delay that month. I think it was Montreal. I'm surprised Outlast is choking twice. Pep Guardiola in the semifinal and final. Twice! 38th minute. Hmm. 38th minute. Plays forward. Nice run and given away. By the way, it's in Casablanca and it's Wydad's backyard. Okay. Yeah, I remember y'all won. Ibrahimovic had a hat or bought a brace. Offside? I don't think so. I don't think he was offside. Okay. Pachuca keep the same squad next year. There'll be trouble in the CCL. Well, I mean, we'll see. I still think Lorenzo Insigne and the Jesus Jimenez and non-Tronco Pozuelo is going to do just fine against them. But okay, we got to get there first. But if Pozuelo's not a Tronco anymore, I think we should be A-okay. That's a foul. Yellow card for Rocha. Nah, I don't think so. But I'm glad Pozuelo's not a Tronco anymore. He's back to his old self finally. No, I was not at that game, but I saw the match. I also did a classic review of it during quarantine. So if you want to check that one out after this is over while my other review is going up for this match, just look up TFC, the 2020 playlist, and it's under classic, like RSR classic, whatever. 5-3 LA Toronto. Because they were showing all these throwback games, and I'm like, well, of course, why not? Besides the top 10 videos, I mean, I did classic reviews of older games that they showed until the lockdown ended and they got to MLS's back. So I did all the playoffs in 2017, the 2018 CCL, because they showed that. Then I did the Galaxy, 2 Portland games, I think. Chivas versus Toronto, 2014. Vanny's first home game. And then I did Kansas City, Toronto, like a week before it ended. It was just a ridiculous goal. Yeah, but we still won, so it was okay. Went up to Palm Springs to Carson for the match. Not likely. No. Vatla's going to keep the same squad. They're going to choke in Liga MX and lose in CCL. Shot. Ooh. Handball. They're looking at handball. Handball penalty for Atlas, possibly. Yeah, that's a handball. It was a vacation trip. Yeah, that's a dead-on handball. That's dead on. That's going to be a penalty. "42nd minute. We could have a 1-1 draw into the second half, and Pachuca would have to score 2 more goals. Or he could miss, but it's probably a locked-on penalty. It's a locked-on penalty. Zlatan just posted a video on his Instagram with a needle drainage for his ACL. Yeah, he had surgery, and he had to get his ACL drained. Yeah, bursitis. You do not want to give up a penalty when you have the lead, exactly. But Acevedo or Acevez is already on a yellow. 1. Second of all, that's a penalty. So if they give a penalty, they could easily give Acevez a red card, a penalty. Pachuca's down a man, and they're probably going to be tied. Just wait, because Acevez is already on a yellow. He's already on a yellow. So in situations where it's a penalty, it's a handball, you definitely could give him another yellow. That sends him off. That's a penalty as well. Pachuca could be absolutely finished here, but that's absolutely a handball. That's absolutely handball. Santiago Jimenez is not comfortable to join Cruz Azul. Santiago Jimenez not comfortable at Cruz Azul. With the Mexican national team, he scores. Guess he's going to leave. Bar check. Watching Charlotte. This is still a better game, but it is what it is. You could easily hit him 3 times here. Penalty, red card. Comunicaciones is champion Guatemalan teams going to CONCACAF League or Comunicaciones Municipal and Malacateco. Well, I'll be interested to see that. We're going to see MLS in 5 years. Top, best league in CONCACAF, one of the top 7 leagues in the world. And we got a penalty, of course. A penalty for Atlas. I mean, that was dead on. Penalty. Penal. Penal para Atlas. No second yellow, though. Charlotte's the only thing on I can watch. Is this on 2DNA? I guess it should be on VIX as well, but just 2DNA so far. Julio Furch to take the penalty. If he scores, Atlas are on the money. No second yellow for Acevez. No second yellow for Acevez in the 44th minute. No second yellow. Nope. Luckily for them, I guess they didn't want to do double jeopardy. They honestly should have, though. That was absolutely dead on, and I think he meant to do that, tell you the truth. But you can't really tell. Julio Furch, penalty. He won Atlas the championship in the Apertura on a penalty. Can he consolidate Atlas's position here with another penalty? Furch versus Stadi. Shot taken and goal. Goal, 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 goal de Atlas. Goal de Furch. 1-1. 1-3 global. Easy as you like. Luckily, Pachuca's up. Imagine if they haven't scored, Atlas will be winning. Like an inexperienced team. Goal. 1-1. In the 45th minute. 9 minutes of stoppage time. Jesus Christ. Not completely over yet. Goal. Easy as you like. Easy as you like. Furch puts it the opposite way. Ustadi had no chance. Have 10 more minutes pretty much in this half. A 9-minute. I don't know. Honestly. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. 3-1 on aggregate for Atlas. 1-3 global. 1-3 on aggregate. Pachuca has to score 2 more to send this to extra time and 3 more to win outright. It smells like star number 3. 9 minutes of stoppage time because of that freaking 5-minute VAR check and then the other one probably added 2 more minutes. Big goal for Atlas. Yep. Could be Furch again who sends them to another trophy. If Atlas wins this, be campeonato. Yes, their second championship in a row. This is only on TUDNA, probably. Just 3. Jesus says just 3. Atlas is going to take this probably with the way they definitely took the momentum back here. But Pachuca, they have basically an extra 10 minutes to score. If it's their best shot, they better score by halftime. What are you doing on Memorial Day tomorrow? Nothing. Like, of course, I'll eat and all that, but I ain't got nothing to do videos-wise. I'm not going on... Oh, no, that's more actually a 4th of July thing, I think. I think they always do riverboat cruises. It's just normally... Shot! That's a penalty! Yeah. I don't know. I'm not really doing anything on Memorial Day. Hell, I didn't even celebrate Victoria Day, May 2-4, so... It's only... Shot! Saved by Vargas. No politics. I said I thought it was Pachuca where there was a foul in the box, but they didn't give anything. I said I thought it was a penalty. But they don't get a call back. America wants to trade Viñas, Bruno Valdez, and Otero for Quiñones. Don't take that. Otero is Bruno Valdez, tronco. Viñas is a tronco. Quiñones is actually pretty damn talented. You don't take that. I know you have nothing to do with the team, as in front office, but you don't take that. You're getting highway robbery. 2 troncos and an okay player for a really good, talented player. Free kick for Pachuca. Yeah, no, you don't go for that. I'm going to the beach and grilling some hot dogs and burgers. That sounds pretty fun. Orlando B is losing to Cincy 2, 4-3. Oh, my. Toronto, I think Toronto FC2 lost to Chicago like 6-3 or something on Friday. No deal, Rod. America's on crack. Yeah, that's what I would say. That's not a deal. I would say no. That's stupid. If Saprissa was in Liga MX in the last 60 years, they have more titles than Atlas. Shot blocked away off the free kick. That was absolutely horrible. That's got to be a foul the other way. Yep. No. That's Luis Quinones, not Julian Quinones. There's two different ones. Tigres actually still has their Quinones. That's the one you're talking about. That's Luis Quinones. Julian Quinones is the one who plays for Atlas. Trust me, when I first realized that or saw that, I was like, what the hell? And then they were playing against each other. I'm like, well, I missed this. Turns out it's two different ones. I don't know if they're related or not. Do you remember Darwin Quintero on America? Yep. He played against TFC in the CCL in 2018. I'm still surprised that Toronto FC beating Chicago, some Red Bulls couldn't do. I'm glad we did it, because if we didn't, we'd be bottom of the East. I'm glad we did. Now, I'm surprised we did, but I'm glad we did. It was one of the most ugliest wins I've ever seen. It wasn't as ugly as that, what is it? That Halifax game. Worth it, though. Saprissa be dead last in La Liga de Expansión. Saprissa has talent. I mean, they did draw Pumas in Costa Rica. A player down hurt. Did he get touched? Or did he just go down hurt? No, I think he just acted. We tied against Chicago 0-0 because Chicago sat back. TFC2 are jobbers. Yeah, I agree. They always have been, though. Tigres really misuse their players. Yep. But they're using Jefferson Soteldo well. Can't stand that guy. 4 more minutes left to go in this half. 1-1. If Atlas scores another goal, this one's over. Speaking of Quinones, here he is. Offside to be a free kick. But yeah, TFC2 are jobbers. I agree. Free kick. They always have been, though. Zacatecas and Tampico spanked Saprissa. Preseason or whatever. It's kind of bad the Galaxy play a lot better when Costa's not playing. I told you he'd be a flip. I told you he'd be a flop. I told you exactly what would happen with Douglas Costa. He's a flop. I absolutely told you. And you didn't believe me. And I told you what would happen. Shot saved by Vargas. If you were to rate teams by titles, Saprissa would be the size of an ant. Preseason. Don't they have like 36 Costa Rican titles? Okay, that makes sense. 53rd minute. It's a wrap. You can call them the Atlas Lightning from now on, since they're winning it back-to-back. You can win 2 consecutive titles, but you can't forget your history. Yeah, I think that's actually the most sensible thing I've heard about this Atlas thing. That's out for a throw-in, 53rd minute. NYCFC2 beat Inter Miami 2-1. Pretty good. I went to Wilson, Tubbs, and NC, and they lost 5-2. That's a yellow card for Camilo Vargas. Yellow card. I also told you that I didn't want Costa either. I know. I'm just saying I told you what would happen. Punched it out. And Vargas gets a yellow card. Cross in, header, falls down. Imagine being a jobber for 70 years and thinking you're John Cena. Good point. Honestly, that probably makes a good idea sense. Here comes Pachuca. Who you got for Ballon d'Or? Benzema. I got Benzema. Shot! Header! Goal! 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 Goal de Pachuca! Asso, golazo! Asso! Ibanez with a header, 2-1, 2-1. 2-1. 2-3 global, 2-1 on the night. Through 2-3 on aggregate. Nico Ibanez on the header. What a header. What a cross. And what a header. I told you they need to score before halftime. I told you. It's still on. It looks offside. Just let it stand. It was a great cross. 45 plus 9, and they call halftime. They let it stand. They let it stand 2-1. They let it stand. No VAR check. They let it stand. We're going to halftime. Goal. What a freaking cross and what a header. Oh, boy. Are you going to cover Galaxy versus Chivas when we play at SoFi? Let me see what date it is. Let me see what what's going up against it. If I can do it, I'll do it. As I said, Nico Ibanez odds were plus 400 for scoring a goal. Should have gone for it. If Atlas wins, they'll automatically become Campeón de Campeones, but if they lose, they'll face Pachuca for the cup. Because it's Campeón Clausura, Campeón Apertura. Pachuca will be the champion of the Clausura if they win this. That's why they would play the game. So it'd be another Atlas Pachuca match at Dignity Health Sports Park. But technically, Cruz Azul is a blue and white team, so you're not completely off the mark. Sprite is the most underrated soda ever. McDonald's Sprite. Like if Sprite's in a bottle, or a can, it's not underrated. But McDonald's Sprite, though, yeah, you should have taken it. You should have taken it. Atlas is sinking. But I'll be back. We'll take a short break at the half here. It's 2-1 Pachuca on the night. 2-3 on aggregate. 2-1 esta noche. 2-3 global. We'll take a short break at the half. I'll be back, of course, with the stats. Sit tight. Cruz Azul won last year's cup. Yeah, but it's the winner of the Apertura versus the winner of the Clausura. Unless Pachuca did something to get bounced. I know they won last year's Campeón de Campeones. That's not what's supposed to happen. Cruz Azul wants freebie. Bottle Coca-Cola from Mexico, something else. I agree. How? 1-0 Charlotte first half over Seattle. Okay, that's surprising. Have you tried Coca-Cola Starlight Soda? Yep, it does taste like cotton candy, but I like it. I do. I've tried it. It's good. You an NYCFC fan, you're starting to be as no. Take a short break. We back. We back for the stats at the second half, and what the chat has gone ballistic. Barca used to suck in the 90s. See, your logic is flawed. So we're disrespecting Sir Bobby Robson and Jose Mourinho, eh? I see your take. Because of course Jose Mourinho was the assistant coach. Ben Bender with an unbelievable hat trick by Charlotte, 20 minutes, and Fry with a strike, unbelievable. Charlotte 21 minutes. Fry didn't know what would happen. Charlotte goal 26 minutes. Fry is 6.3 in ranking. Bender, you want to try these tenders? Bender. Dude, I'm a Chivas fan. Just ask Ryan. Read my whole comments. But Atlas didn't get good until 2021, if anything, and I'm a Pumas fan. I'm actually defending Barca. What does being a Chivas fan have to do with defending Barca? Explain to me what that has to do with anything. What the hell happened? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. I'm gonna read these comments after I touch the stats because I need to see what the hell happened. I think I need to enlighten myself. So let's do the stats, then I'll get into those comments. 62% possession to 38% possession, 10 shots to 8, 141 accurate passes, 74% pass accuracy to 60 accurate passes, 51% pass accuracy. Holy shit, Atlas getting beat pillar to post. 4 fouls to 4, 2 offside to 1, 1 corner to 0, 10 shots to 8, 3 shots off target to 3, 4 shots on goal to 2, 3 block shots to 3, nothing has hit the woodwork, 4 shots inside the box to 5, 6 outside the box to 3, 191 passes to 116, 74% pass accuracy to 51% pass accuracy, 9 accurate long balls, 14, 1 accurate cross to 1, 14 throws to 13, 3 tackles to 9, 6 interceptions to 4, 3 blocks to 2, 10 clearances to 8, 0 keeper saves to 2. 1 yellow card to 3, 0 red cards to 0. Let's be honest, if Pachuca weren't dumb, if Aceves wasn't dumb and gave up that penalty, they'd be up 2-0 right now, and all they have to do is shut it down in the second half. But Pachuca is honestly beating Atlas pillar to post, just like they did America. They did. Oh, they are. Pachuca's the better team by far tonight so far. Atlas only has a goal due to an idiotic penalty. Yeah, for sure. But good thing is Memorial Day for the Americans is tomorrow, so technically it is a holiday night. So unless you still have to go to work, which I don't know. Some people do. But with that being said, Pachuca's the better team. Way better so far. They are honestly, I would say, I think it's a little bit too much to say, but I think I would go with saying it. Atlas are beating Pachuca Pachuca's beating Atlas pillar to post, just like they did America. 2-1 on the night, 3-2 on aggregate. 2-1 esta noche, 3-2 global, or you know what I said, or 2-1 on the night, 2-3 on aggregate. Sorry, 2-1 on the night, 2-3 on aggregate. Atlas are ahead on aggregate. Yep. Sorry, I had to make sure I had that right. Sorry. 2-1 on the night, 2-1 esta noche, 2-3 aggregate or global, 2-3 aggregate. Yep. But still, I think Pachuca are better here. Pachuca are honestly better so far tonight. They've been so much better already. And if they just keep on playing the way they are, they may win this after 90. They may score 2 more goals. A 4-2 would still send it to extra time, but it'd probably be good for them just to score 4 and get this closer to over with. But we'll see. Even if they give up a late one and it's 4-2, they would still go to extra time. But they have to win by 3 to win outright. Win by 2 to go to extra time. Was it a pen? The handball? Yes. That was stupid by Aceves. But still have a chance to win the match and get back ahead. Or at least tie up the aggregate, the global. Or go ahead. Pachuca is still the better team so far tonight, like way better. The only positive thing Atlas has done was that penalty, or getting that penalty. Now, of course, if you're talking about the Pachuca tackle, where Santa Maria did tackle the guy, the foul was there, but it was offside because player was offside before the ball came in for that penalty, so it was offside, if that's what we're talking about there. But in the end, Pachuca have still been the better team. They didn't need that penalty. Atlas needed theirs. With that being said. So, we're getting close to the second half. Possibly. That may not be it. Possible. Okay. All right. With that being said, ready for the second half to start. So let me read these comments from what happened at halftime. Okay, so no, Cherry Coke is the bomb. Oh, my mistake. You're right. Okay, Seattle's losing. Dr. Pepper Squad, where you at? I actually like Dr. Pepper sometimes. I would say the Dr. Pepper cream soda is better, but I like regular Dr. Pepper too. I kind of like the smoothness of it. I really do. It's more smooth. The cream soda and the original. It's like more smooth. I'll drink Dr. Pepper. The only Pepsi I'll drink is Nitro, but what is a Seattle? Jesus thinks that Saprissa would be champion in Liga MX. No mames. Rebel, I could have sworn you were that Jesus dude, but you're chill. Nothing. Okay. I just think even Saprissa will be champion sooner than Atlas's 1,000-year drought. Jesus thinks Mazatlan has more history than Atlas. Okay, that's bullshit. Like, if you think Mazatlan has more history than anybody in Liga MX, you've lost credibility. Now, Morelia, yes. Mazatlan, no. Morelia, yes. Mazatlan, no. Mazatlan is a bullshit club. They should still be Monarcas, and I stick to it. They should still be Monarcas, and the fact they got moved, that's bullshit. They are a bullshit club. They're a plastic bullshit club, Mazatlan. Nobody likes them. Monarcas should still be in Liga MX. They still should be Monarcas Morelia. That's the facts, but nobody thinks Mazatlan has more history than Atlas. 100-year drought, they're winning 2 cups in a row, this guy. Apparently forget history. Saprissa would be La Liga, the expansion dead last. Typical Atlas fan. Applying to your logic, Barca is shit since they couldn't even win the Europa League. But didn't they win like 3 Champions Leagues in a span shorter than 10 years? With Messi, I think they did. I think they did, didn't they? Compared 12 towels from Chivas to 2 to 3 from Little Atlas. Can't stop saying stupid shit. No mames. How you compare La Liga MX with La Liga de Costa Rica? Yeah, they moved that way. Okay, yeah, so I see where we are. Okay. I saw it. Yeah. Okay, I see it. Patetico. Still enough to become champions in 2017 and win the CONCACAF Champions League, while Atlas has never done that. That's true. I think Pachuca may just be causing an upset the way they're playing. I think they're going to keep it going. Mazapan. Okay. I don't think so. Dude is a Chivas fan. Rebel's a Pumas fan. And I agree. Morelia's an OG. What that sounded like Levas when they said they had history. Well, at least Levas are just Chivas USA in black and gold paint. Chivas USA never had any history, but they still have more than Mazatlan did. So, simple situation. Mazapan FC. He literally said, lay off the weed. Everyone's so mad that I stick to history. Outlaw's taking this one. We'll see. Pachuca is honestly beating Atlas pillar to post, just like they did America in the second leg of the semifinals. Pachuca has to basically pull a Liverpool in the second half. What do I mean by that? Camilo Vargas has to pull a Thibaut Courtois, and Pachuca has to miss every shot they take. I think Pachuca's about to run roughshod in the second half. The one worst thing Atlas could have done was allow that goal in the end of the first half. And I said, exactly, if Pachuca scores in those last 9 minutes, they're going to have a good chance in the second half. They had to score in those extra 9 minutes, and they did. Just wait. Who's your favorite Liga MX team, and who do you hate? Well, to me, I see every Liga MX team as a rival of Toronto. So, in my eyes, I don't have a favorite Liga MX team. Now, there are teams I like to watch and teams I have soft spots for, and there are teams I hate. America, I hate Club America. I still root for them over Man City because you know what? Fuck Man City. But, I think they're trying to fix the VAR thing on the main referee again. America in that situation is still a lower, not as bad, I should say. America is just America. Wheelas or Wheelas. Man City's Man City. So in that case, when it comes to that friendly, I will root for America. Only because they're CONCACAF and, Man City's Man City. I'm not going to. When it comes to it, to me, America is not as bad as Man City. Man City's an oil club. You don't want to root for them. Wheelas are just Wheelas. That's all they are. In that case. Only time I'll root for America is when they're against a team like Man City. Where they look like the better team by a long shot because of morally, of course. Morally. But when it comes to I don't really have a favorite Liga MX team. I like watching Pumas. I like watching Tigres. Always have. I think Pachuca, I may start watching them more because this is pretty good. Chivas, I respect heavily. I respect Chivas heavily because of what they did, beating the 2018 TFC. Beating the 2018 TFC. Club America, biggest team in CONCACAF, hate it or love it. There's a Well, that's the reason people hate America. They're the biggest. They're El Mas Grande. Of course, people hate that. I agree. Club America has a history of getting huge help from the refs to win cups. That's why they're hated. Well, I believe LAFC is going to be playing Club America, then Galaxy will be taking on Guadalajara on the Leagues Cup Showcase. I'll be covering, hopefully, both those matches. Oh, hell. Who do I root for in that LAFC Club America match? Because honestly, though, I don't know who I root for. Do I root for Levas or do I root for Club America? Can we just root for the Meteor? Can we just root for the Meteor? How close is it to the Man City match? But Galaxy, I'll have to be rooting for Galaxy, I guess, in that situation. I think the Pochos, the very own dudes who threw beer cups at their own Mexican players. I hate all Chilango teams. America, Cruz Azul, Smelling Pumas, and Atlante. They're still working on the VAR thing before they start the second half. I support all Jalisco teams like Canelo. Jalisco es Mexico. I still don't get it. Like, Canelo's a Chivas fan, but he was wearing an Atlas kit. Like, that's like, I don't know. That's like a Canadian who's doing a press tour wearing a Toronto jersey, then 2 days later wearing a Montreal jersey, and the next week wearing a fucking Vancouver jersey. Well, okay, no. Vancouver has nothing to do with it. What in the... No, I can't. Any Liga MX team playing in the Costa Rican League would be champions throughout history and dominate, but somehow, some way, Atlas would still go for a 6-year drought in that league. Still popping off, ain't he? Canelo's a bandwagon. I'm not a Canelo fan. The only time I wanted Canelo to win was that damn Bivol fight, because I was about to be... Somebody was going to pay me $100 over Super Chat if Canelo won that match. And he lost to a tomato can. I hope Golovkin beats the... I hope Golovkin freaking pummels his ass in Is it September? When? I'm on that last bandwagon. I mean, I've always wanted Golovkin to beat Canelo, but this time, fucker cost me $100. Fucker cost me $100. Fucker cost me $100. This time, Canelo versus Golovkin is going to be good. Yes, it'll be September 17th. How do you lose to a tomato can? How does Canelo lose to a tomato can like Dimitri Bivol? It's like Tyson Fury losing to, I don't know. Freaking, we losing to Dylan White or whatever. No. If Pachuca could get more goal, they need 2 goals. But if Pachuca try to go after between a penalty shootout, think about it. Atlas is way good. Penalty shootout. Pachuca has more talent in penalty shootout. We'll see. So, yes. As I said, I do love all combat sports, and I'll count wrestling in that. I do love UFC, boxing, MMA, boxing, and wrestling. So I know what I'm talking about. And could there ever be a chance that... And I would totally do a YouTube boxing match if it ever does so has a chance to happen. I would totally do it. Heard it here first. And I won't get owned like CM Punk did in UFC. And I won't pull what Punk did in UFC. I thought it was easy money. Jake Paul really needs to get knocked out. Are you trying to see if what was offside? No, it was on. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Jake Paul needs to get knocked out, but he won't. He'll keep fighting people he'll keep fighting MMA fighters, and they'll take a dive because they probably get better paychecks if they take a dive. Do I think his fights are legit? Yes. But do I think he gets them to be incentivized to take a dive? Or at least lose on decision? Yes. And that's why he doesn't fight real boxers. Because most of these UFC stars have a name, but they're not big enough to get paid like Conor. Or paid like Conor. So they know if they take a dive on Jake Paul, or for Jake Paul, or lose to him, they'll get a good payday. Or they're wheeling down their career. You know? Something like that. You put Jake Paul against a real boxer. Hell, you put him against Tommy Fury. He can't do that. That's why I was lucky Tommy Fury I think he got COVID or so, or did he break was it his ribs? Was it Tommy Fury's ribs, or did Tommy Fury get COVID? Because I knew one of the Paul brothers were about to fight Tommy Fury. One of them were, and I get confused. Facts. CCL 2023, do you ever touch grass? Do you ever go outside? 1-0 Charlotte halftime. Here come Pachuca. We've started. We finally got the VAR things dealt with. Hopefully that doesn't happen before extra time. Jeez. 46 minutes. Jake Paul should fight Nate Diaz. Yeah, Nate wouldn't give a... if anybody would fight him from the UFC who sort of had their career, go downwards, the Diaz brothers would probably fight him and not worry about the money. They'd probably just beat his ass. 100% right, Ryan. This Jake is a real boxer stuff is getting out of control. He literally fought a YouTuber, NBA player, and two old UFC fighters. Exactly. I'd like to see him fight Tommy Fury. Because honestly, I think Tommy would beat him. Because here's why. I don't think Tommy is as good as Tyson Fury. But I think Tommy wants to actually defend the honor of boxing, which is kind of what Jake Paul doesn't, or Logan Paul doesn't honor boxing. They're just doing it for the money. I think Tommy would freaking actually expose him. Because there's things you could get Jake Paul on. His punches aren't great. His cardio isn't the best. His form isn't the best either. Cross in. Cleared. I'm not answering that question. I'm not answering that question. Because either way, somebody's getting pissed off. I can't win with that question. Either way, somebody's getting pissed off with that question. I'm not going to... There's no way I'll win with that question. I know way better than to answer that. '48th minute free kick. Back to the point. Free kick for Pachuca. Tommy Fury would kick Jake Paul's ass. And I'm not even. The one above you, BKL. You can read. Here comes Zabata. Plays back. Pachuca attacking. They need a goal before the end of the half at least. If not two. A 2 goals wins them. A 4-1 win wins them the trophy. 3-1 gets them to extra time. 4-2 would still go to extra time. But they got 40 minutes to score a goal, if not 2. I like their chances, the way they've been playing. That's me. I like their chances. That's exactly what I said. I have no opinion because either opinion would piss somebody off. Somebody's getting pissed off from either opinion, so I'm not answering. Quinones gives it away. Here come Pachuca. Pachuca having a breakaway here. Shot saved by Vargas. At least Pachuca's doing better than the last game. That's exactly kind of what happened against America, though. The first leg at Azteca, they drew. And they tried to just get the draw. I think they played the same situation with this tie. But when they got home, they beat America pillar to post. They're doing again here. That's going to go out for a goal kick. Goal kick. Without how pissed off the players are. In every Liga MX final, the best part always happens in the last moment. Exactly. Liga MX finals are already great. This game's way more entertaining than the CCL final. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Watching Seattle, the first leg was entertaining. The second leg, though, no. That was basically just watching Seattle get crowned, and it just pulls the freaking knife out of your back. I don't know why clean shaven feels so good. You know what? I kind of understand what you're saying. The one time I went clean shaven ever since I started growing out ever since basically around, well, no. Like the 2 times I went clean shaven since like the second semester, or the 3 times I should say, since the winter break of my senior year. Yeah, I could see it. Yeah. That's a foul. And the 3 times I did, December 2018, maybe was it January 2019? Or was it 4? Before prom, before graduation, that I hadn't shaved cleanly at all since I graduated until last December. Something like that. And then I haven't clean shaven since December. Haircuts feel so good also. Yeah. Definitely. Ball crossed in. Header. Cleared. Pachuca. Clears on. Hell. 53rd minute. That's going to go out for a throw-in. Pachuca. Lost his best chance here is to probably just pull a Real Madrid and Camilo Vargas basically be pulling a Thibaut Courtois. That's a giveaway, but it's back to Pachuca. Pachuca only need 1 goal to tie and 2 to win. Yep. If it stays, Atlas only having 1 goal. If Atlas score another, cross, shot. Oh, it went past. Almost rolls into the net. Pachuca. Barely. Atlas barely get away with that one. Abela clears it right before Ibarra gets there. Goal kick. 54th minute. Yeah. 54th minute. 54th minute of football has been past the 54th minute. That would have been a nail in the coffin for Pachuca. Such a great defender. Atlas are getting shook. They beat them pillar to post in the first half, and that second goal, I said it. The goal right before the half was going to make them feel really uncomfortable, and then Pachuca took that momentum and just kept pushing it. I watched a 2002 MLS Cup with Galaxy versus New England, and damn, Taylor Twellman sucked ass. There's a reason the Revs never won an MLS Cup. It's because Taylor Twellman never performed in MLS Cups. Which league is that? This is Liga MX, Mexico. It's out for a throw-in. Twellman, not. Twellman likes to act he's better than he really was. To be honest. To be honest, kind of reminds me of Michael Lewellen. No foul. Free kick for, actually is a free kick for Atlas. Pachuca versus Atlas. Pachuca at home, Estadio Hidalgo. Atlas of Guadalajara, Jalisco. Maybe that's why you always talk shit about us. Probably. Clausura, second half of the season, yes. So this is the second half final. Liga MX knows how to make a great final. They do. Better than the Champions League final. Better than both the CONCACAF and UEFA Champions League final. Okay, cool. No problem. Header away. And honestly, the Apertura final normally is better. The second leg of the Apertura final is normally better than MLS Cup, I have to say. And I'd like to be biased and say 2017's MLS Cup was better, but of course I am being biased. Pachuca not last in leg 2-0 aggregate. Well, now it's 2-3 aggregate, but Atlas are still ahead. Free kick for Atlas. No, it's advantage played. Here come Pachuca. Pachuca still going, and that's going to be cleared. Free kick the other way. Yellow card. 58th minute. I believe FMF finally suspended the game in Azteca Stadium so they can focus on the renovations for World Cup 2026. Rebel is sipping wine and watching Atlas going to bottle it. Cool. Red or white? Red or white? Or champagne? Or Prosecco? Which one? Navarro's coming on for Pachuca. 2 subs are about to be made. Champagne is actually a type of wine, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. Now you got me wondering if that was a good idea. Bad Bunny concert is going to be the last event for us before Azteca Stadium closes. Red from Italy, nice. Fratello, lovely. Like, when you say Azteca Stadium, like, Azteca closes, like, are they going to be back playing games there, America and Cruz Azul, next season, or will they have a different stadium to be played in? Or is this just going to be renovations over the summer? Here's 2 substitutions. Hurtado off for Navarro and Gonzalez on. And Gonzalez on. Gonzalez on for Aceves. Aceves. Different stadiums. Okay. Pachuca look as if they're going to win. I would say so too. Bad Bunny is good. What are you saying? Now, Jayco, on the other hand, nobody cares about Jayco. America, Cruz Azul are going to be playing in different stadiums for a couple of years. Okay. It's going to look weird. Maybe it's a good thing that Cruz Azul and America didn't make the CCL. That's going to look weird. America and Cruz Azul not in Azteca? That's going to look weird. I believe America is going to play at Puma Stadium while Cruz Azul is going back to their old stadium. Okay. Cross in. Be cleared. Here's Atlas in the 60th minute. Chip over, and that's a goal kick. You should watch high school soccer. I do sometimes. Sometimes I watch my local O'Fallon. Sometimes, you know. It's okay. I don't like how the rules are different, you know, how there's unlimited substitutions. It's kind of weird, but sometimes it's enjoyable. It's enjoyable. Here comes Atlas. Rocha to Quinones, and that's out for a throw. If there's nothing there, and vlog it, maybe. Wonder what's going to be in the next CONCACAF nations. Well, they've already did the draw for the Nations League. Hell, I did a watch-along for it back when it happened. 61st minute, 2-1. Pachuca needs a goal. And it looks like Outlaws are pulling around Madrid as it stands, but Pachuca could easily hit quickly and get a third and at least send it to extra time, if not maybe score a fourth, depending on when they score that third. Plays back. Looks like that is Navarro, formerly a León, Fernando Navarro. I heard there were riots after Liverpool-Real Madrid game. Football Ultra fans are crazy. I mean, Ultras are crazy, but they're part of the atmosphere. I would rather have Ultras than have popcorn eaters and tourists. Hits the side netting. That's going to go out for a goal kick. But what a shot there. I meant like CONCACAF, like not CONCACAF Nations League, but the CONCACAF Liga MX and MLS. Okay. Wanted to ask you just about the state of baseball today. I noticed a lot of ballparks that used to have over 50,000 capacity, like Yankee Stadium or Dodger Stadium, have now reduced. Because baseball is getting less and less popular with the younger people. That's exactly what's happening. And then stuff like Manfred does, causing the lockout, doesn't help. Try to fix the pace of play, but I don't really think that's the problem. Baseball is just not as fitting to free kick for Pachuca. The state of mind, the mind span, the brain span of a younger generation. Like, I'll even admit it myself. When I was at the Cardinals-Blue Jays game, I checked my phone a good couple of times after I'd posted my post on Instagram. I checked it a good moment of times. So, I mean, even my brain span ain't great. Compassion is in favor of more club seats or premium seats. Do you think that's cutting out the lower class, middle class people from attending baseball games or even soccer games? I think so too. Because you don't have the nosebleeds. People don't want to watch a game in the nosebleeds. They don't. They would rather be in a good seating position. But if you're going to have most of those good seats and the good vision sight lines being in club seats that cost way more, honestly, you're going to cut out people who are going there for the love of the sport, and probably they're only really getting people who are there just to go there. But even then, those people don't like sitting in the nosebleeds and bad sideline seats. Free kick for Pachuca. That is also true. Chivas Guadalajara equals Jalisco, 70-year drought. They both won Liga MX and CCL not too long ago, too. Baseball's for the old school people right now. See that soccer's starting to get popular in the U.S., which is good. Viva Guanatos. Yeah, I like both. For me, yeah, exactly. But for me, my top three sports are football, soccer, association football, hockey, and baseball. I would say those are my top three. I do love gridiron football, but to be honest, once Tom Brady retires, I don't know how much I'll like the NFL. I really don't know how much I'll pay attention. I'll probably still watch games. I'll watch the Super Bowl. I'll watch the playoffs, but once Tom Brady retires, you could arguably say I'll probably be watching more Toronto Argos and more CFL. And I still watch as many Mississippi State games as I can, depending on what's going on against the TFC games. If I can watch State and I have open time to watch Mississippi State, I'll watch State. Because I love college football. But the question is when Tom Brady retires, what do I do with the NFL besides the playoffs? I don't know. I know I'll watch all the playoffs like I normally do. Luckily, we don't have to worry about that for like a year or two. Baby goat Trey Lance. You're spelling Joe Burrow wrong. Probably Joe Burrow, though. Let's be honest. I'm a big fan of Joe Burrow, and Mac Jones will probably get better. So probably both of them. But you spelled Joe Burrow wrong. And Jimmy Garoppolo, but especially Joe Burrow. Joe Shiesty. That's out for a throw-in. I mean, I used to love American football, but soccer just took my interest. I still like American football, not going to lie. I support my Raiders and stuff. Las Vegas Raiders. Gruden Grinders, 67th minute. Gruden. As far as Guadalajara goes, both Chivas and Atlas fans hate each other to death, especially during El Clasico Tapatio. I'm more in the middle ground. You said Jalisco. Oh. Cross in. Header. That's a bad giveaway. Rocha. Save. Ustadi. How true are those rumors about a possible Liga MX MLS merge? They're talking about a lot in Mexico. I think Leagues Cup basically took away the chance MLS and Liga MX merge within the next 10, 15 years. Now, by the time I'm 40, 45, 10, 15 years. 10 years would be 32. 37 would be 15. By the time I'm 40 or 45, they could be merging or closer to merging. But I don't think in the next 10 to 15 years, MLS is going to merge with Liga MX. 67th minute. Why did Tom Brady go back to football? He's retired for like a few days, weeks or days, and magically he just went back. He just came back for the money. No, he just really loves football because let's also say this. Giselle makes more money than him. He don't have to play. He never had to play. Well, I mean, he had to play to get her, but ever since he married her, I mean, he doesn't have to play. He doesn't want to be around his family. He'd rather be playing football. Not saying he hates being around his family, but he just loves football more. Tom Brady would play till 60 if he could at this point. He tried to make his family happy. He just couldn't do it. That's out for a throw-in. 68th minute. Pachuca's getting stifled. But they still have time, about 20 minutes to score another goal. And possibly could score two if things go their way. Rebel es un niño con una madre soltera. Necesita un padre. CCL said Atlas is Jalisco, so I said that. It wasn't toward Chivas Atlas. Grew up with soccer around other Latino kids. Didn't realize Americans were into it that much until I got older and moved to a more diverse neighborhood. Here it comes. Pachuca, shot over the bar. Ibanez puts it over. He had the breakaway. Ibanez put it straight over. But you're also a Sounders fan, so other than that. No, I think he needs more. 69th minute. All I know is Brady, so him retiring really put me through an existential crisis. It's like, holy shit, I'm that old now? Man, I thought he was freaking invincible. 69th minute. I know he's not, but you know. By the way, you must be a salty Jets fan. Jets suck. Pachuca are fighting to the death. They really want that cup, then they will. If they do, they'll tap Pumas on cups. So, Rebel, do you really want Pachuca to win? Cleared. That'll be a throw-in for Atlas. Salty Jets fan. Or Bills fan. Or a Dolphins fan. NYCFC games can be the best atmosphere in Yankee Stadium or rest. The Yankees are taking on a good team. At least the Yankees are taking on a good team in the league. The fans just sit down and do stuff that I could do at home, like drinking. True. Jets suck. CCL is a child that doesn't have any family because they stepped. Ooh, that's a foul. 71st minute. Atlas is holding on. Pachuca spotting to the death, but Atlas is holding on. 71st minute. Damn, NYCFC really need their own stadium. I would agree, but I don't care if Pachuca ties with Pumas because it's not Atlas. Fair enough. Maybe you'll break that tie next year. You probably won't. Cross in. Header. Past the post. Be a goal kick for Pachuca. Pachuca still looking for that third goal. They're honestly going to score it probably in stoppage time, aren't they? I feel like that's what we're setting up for. Pachuca scores that third goal in stoppage time. Ibanez chips it over. Offside. Foul. Free kick. Okay. I think that's what we're setting up for. Knowing Liga MX, I think that's what we're setting up for. Wonder if Dallas is still going to be the same team that makes the playoffs and loses in the first round, or if they don't make the playoffs. They've been that team since 1995, not even matured. We're talking Dallas Cowboys, yeah. I want to see Dak Prescott do well. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but of course, since I'm a Mississippi State fan, Dak Prescott made us relevant. I'm always going to be a fan of Dak Prescott, right? I want to see him do good. But if he wasn't in Dallas, I would want the Cowboys to choke. You know? So, if the Dallas Cowboys do good, I'm only happy for Dak. I'm not happy for the Cowboys. I'm just happy for Dak. You know? I just came from my uncle's house. We had a family reunion. He's a Red Bulls fan. Ooh. Hopefully you had fun, though. Throw in for Pachuca. Gonzalez to throw. They're saving the best for last. Mark my words. I'm literally drinking a cold one while you're sipping on your apple juice, mijo. Well, that doesn't sound so bad, not going to lie. Apple juice. That don't sound so bad. Now, corner kick for Pachuca, 74th minute. Now, when it comes to orange juice, though, no pulp. This says pulp. This says pulp. Gabagool. Gabagool. And orange juice. This says pulp. Cross in. Navarro. Nice play there. Oh, no. Almost slipped on his ass. Cross in. Header cleared. Still with Pachuca. And Quinones gets there first. Bit of a bobble. That'd be foul. Free kick. 74th minute. Apple cider does sound good, yes. Hell, hot chocolate sounds good too. It's almost summer. So, Jay Tatum going off. Jason Tatum. Okay, yeah, of course. Celtics, I guess, are going to the finals against the Warriors. Who do I want to win? I don't know. Jason Tatum, the St. Louis boy, or Steph Curry. Because honestly, the Celtics, I'm not shocked. 75th minute. 15 more. Plus stoppage time. You want the Celtics to win. Both the East and the Finals? Probably. Here comes Pachuca. Ball played forward. That's a foul. Free kick for Pachuca. Corona or Modelo? Modelo. Months have gone by so fast. because as one always says, time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, I feel that. Or time just keeps passing and passing and passing. Modelo all the way, says everybody. So now, yeah, I know Modelo's still better than Tecate. Yeah. Corona, the beers, I should say, are a freaking marketing tool at this point. It's just brand recognition at this point, to be honest. Modelo's way more quality. Corona's like Mexican Bud Light. It's piss. Drinking wine, you fucking idiot. Watered down Bud Light. Watered down Bud Light. Now, Dos Equis, though. Like, let's not forget about Dos Equis, though. Like, let's not forget about that, though. Alright? Like, hell. Dos Equis beats probably anything American, too. Let's not forget about Dos Equis, though. Moonshine is better. Yeah, moonshine, baby. Moonshine. Jaylen Brown clutch free throws, and that's it. Celtics are going to the NBA Finals. First time since 2010. 12 years. Damn. Excuse me. But you can't forget Dos Equis either. Dos Equis is better than Modelo, though. Here comes Pachuca. Cross. Headed away. No foul. Still with Pachuca. 78th minute. Tried Sapporo. They're actually good. Yeah. Asahi is actually good, too. Asahi. That's also good, too. No, the first comment. What first comment? Cross up. Shot. Block. Over. Header. Avela. Falls. Shot. Cleared. No, the first comment. CCL's top person to be a runt and the outcast in the school and your family. Honestly, the drinking wine one was fun here. 78th minute. Here's a sub. Ibarra's off. Ibarra is off for Roberto De La Rosa in the 78th minute. Bud Light or Grey Goose? Grey Goose. One's a vodka, one's a beer, but I'd rather have Grey Goose. Samuel Adams is Sam Adams is pretty good. They got some good stuff. 78th minute. 12 minutes left for Pachuca. Watch party at TD Garden going wild. Probably. Wonder if the freaking Punk match is going on. Yeah. Punk versus Hangman. Yeah. Oh, he showed up. So MJF showed up. Throw in for Atlas. Headed away. Playing forward, foul. Well, there we go. 80th minute, player down, hurt. Score 2-1 still. Bud Light's piss. Bud Light is piss. It's piss. CCL 2023. Do you ever do anything fun in your life, or you just? I'm sure he does fun things. We all do fun things. Here we go. Pachuca versus Atlas. Bud Light is piss. All I'm telling you is once you get to the age where you could drink it, don't drink it. It's piss. It is piss. It is water and it is piss. Don't drink it. Take it from me. Listen to me. Don't do it. Do not do it. Take my word for it. Do not do it. It is piss. Bud Light is piss. Do not do it. Looks like they're looking at VAR for a red card here on this foul. Jumping for the play. Shala defending. Oh, yeah, he body checked him while he was in the air. Carbonated piss, basically. Exactly. It's diluted boiled piss so you can drink it. What about Budweiser? Is it good? I mean, Budweiser's better than Bud Light. Not by much, though. Like, they'll have a freaking, it's in St. Louis, they have a circle jerk for it because, of course, you have the freaking Budweiser brewery, but, they're checking it. VAR check. Back pocket, red card. Back pocket, red card for Shala. Red card for Shala. Atlas is down a man for the last 8 minutes plus stoppage time and possibly extra time. Shala is off. Get on your bike. Get on your bike. Fair enough. He body checked him while the player was in the air. He threw a body check while the player was in the air. You can't do that. That was dirty. Anibal Shala, red card. Atlas is down a man. Expulsado. Weren't they down a man when they were playing Leon? Arbitro vendido. Free kick for Pachuca with up a man. They're going to score that third goal, aren't they? But it's going to take them right before extra time or like into stoppage time, isn't it? Like it's just shaping up to be like that. It is shaping up. Oh, I love Liga MX. It's beautiful. Where's Joe Corona playing at? I couldn't tell you. Outlaws are down to 10 men. I don't remember. Didn't he go to Houston? Pachuca should have been down a man in the first half. There's going to be a disadvantage for Atlas. Anybody who goes down a man, it's an advantage or disadvantage. Here's the free kick, blocked away off the wall. That was absolutely horrible. Header down, shot, saved by Vargas. Saved by Vargas. He gets there, Camilo Vargas. Only Tigres were down to 10 men. Now, I'm talking about the Leon final, like back in the Apertura. Could have sworn. Leon was down a man. Oh, okay, that's why I went to extra. Yeah. Somebody was down a man. I remembered that before it went to penalties. Here comes Pachuca. The pitch opens up. They have some room. Did Atlas make a terrible mistake? Did Shala make a terrible mistake? Did he cost Atlas? We will find out. Shot blocked away by Rocha. Rocha throws his body into it. God knows he needed to. 85th minute. Joe Corona is playing at Sundsvall. Oh, he's playing in Europe now? How the hell? In Sweden. What the hell? Oh, Maron. And Furch is taken off. Julio Furch. Won Atlas the Apertura in a penalty shootout. He has them ahead right now. But he is off the pitch for Gadi Aguirre. And Pachuca will make a sub as well. For another Cantera kid. 28 Fernandi. 28. That is. Sanchez off for Hernandez. Jesus Hernandez. 86th minute. 4 minutes plus stoppage time here for Pachuca to find a third goal. If they find a goal, they're most likely going to extra time. But they'll still be up a man in extra time. That's the good news. Bad news is I don't know if there's any bad news of that. Here's a throw-in for Atlas. They take out their striker for a defender, which, I mean, maybe the smart move. Furch does have Atlas ahead. That is for certain. That is for true. That is certain. Did he score the goal to put them? That was Quinones and Reyes. Ibanez put them one away from tying it up. Alan Mozo nearly won Pumas the final if the ref called a penalty. He's going to Chivas now. 87th minute. Atlas playing with 10, as you remember. That's right to Vargas. And let's also remember that Atlas played down a man in the second leg against Chivas. Chivas could not find a goal or find enough goals to... That's going to be foul, free kick, 88th minute. Takes away some time. And there's a beer bottle on Seattle 1-1. Russell Tabbert, you remember him. He's still playing for the Whitecaps, the snitch. The snitch is still playing for the Whitecaps. He's still playing there. Yeah, I remember Russell Tabbert, the snitch. '88th minute. Free kick for Atlas. Atlas scored this, the match is over. Oh, pretty much, but Seattle got equalized 72nd minute by Jordan Morse. Sounds about right. That's out for a corner kick. And Pachuca are pressed back into their own end with minutes to go. I mean, Vancouver fans call him a snitch, Tybert a snitch, so I guess he did pull a Nick Young. I guess he did. Something like that. Just look up Russell Tybert snitch. I'm sure you'll find the answer. Probably, it sounds like that's what he did. Cross in. I think it was snitching on players' activities in their personal lives and seeing, like, basically getting them free kick. Player down hurt. Oh, brother. Danny Dicchio. Why are we bringing up Danny Dicchio? What happened here? He's coaching Sacramento. He's a coach in Sacramento. Looks like you're getting both trophies ready. '90th minute. Atlas. Free kick for Pachuca. Into the 90th minute. First player to score for Toronto, yes. Danny Dicchio was the first player to ever score for TFC, yes. I don't know. I didn't know if you were asking me the question or you were bringing him up for a reason. Should have asked me the question. Why were you pulling it a Jeopardy way? '07, yellow card. Murillo gets a yellow card, but he really couldn't move out of the way. So here's a free kick. 6 minutes of stoppage time. Pachuca having to find another goal in stoppage time. Or Atlas es campeón de fútbol mexicano. 6 minutes of stoppage time. Here's another free kick. This is not the place you want to be at, Pachuca. Pressed in your own end. This is not what you want. 6 minutes, I guess because of VAR. But it gives Pachuca time. Cross. Chips it up the pitch. Gets to a defender. Cleared by Vargas. That's a throw. I know TFC lost their first game. Was it 2-0? It was 2-0 to Kansas City, I think. If I remember correctly. They got shut out and lost 2-0. I think, if I remember correctly. Header. Passed. Be a goal kick. They won their first game 3-1 against Chicago. No, it took them a while to score a goal. No, you're wrong. Nah. Major League Soccer season. 2-0 to Chivas was their first game. Then they lost 3-0 to Kansas City in their third game. Chicago was the fifth game. And that was their second home game. Look up Wikipedia. I thought it was Kansas City. It said on Google. Well, that was wrong. Google's always wrong. I knew they lost 2-0 in their first game. I just forgot it was Chivas USA instead of Kansas City. But see, it's closer than you thought. Hell, I knew they had a giant freaking scoreless streak. Like, no, that don't sound right. Google was wrong again. Look Wikipedia. 2007 Toronto FC season. Look again. Here comes Pachuca. 93rd minute. They got 3 to go. Or under 3 minutes to go. Cross in. Header over. Shot. Headed down. Cleared. Plays into the box. Chips over. Headed down. Free kick. Offside. 94th minute. Remember Gabe Gala? Yeah. Don't trust in Google because I tried that's wrong. Yeah, I remember. Gabe Gala. Yeah, that's a name I remember. Yeah, I remember that name. Goal kick for Vargas. 94th minute. Pachuca. That penalty's giving up that stupid penalty is going to cost him, ain't it? Somebody has a Pumas jersey in the crowd. 95th minute. 94-30. A minute and a half to go for Pachuca. They have to score one more goal. Edu. Yep. Maurice Edu. Yep. Mo Edu. Yep, I remember. First super draft pick for TFC. Yeah. Good player, too. Then he went to Rangers. Yeah, I remember. Plays down. Here comes Pachuca. And they gave it away. Here's Quinones. Oh. And he dives. I have a question. Do you think Europe should have less than 13 spots in the World Cup? 16 spots in the 2026 World Cup? I think 13 spots gives them too much power over it. I think probably 10 is the best number. And then 13 in 2026. Yeah, I would agree. It looks like Atlas are going to shut this one out. This is a free kick for Atlas. Oh, my God. You guys had Chad Barrett. Yep. Yeah, we did. Yep, we did. That should be a red. He nearly broke his leg. Pachuca got stonewalled in the second half, and it was just enough. Atlas did what they needed to do. Here's a free kick. Here's a free kick for Atlas. This should be what does it. Full time! 96th minute. Atlas. 2-1 loss on the night. Doesn't matter. 3-2 win on aggregate. 2-1 esta noche. 2-3 global. Atlas bicampeón. Campeón de fútbol mexicano. Atlas. Campeón de fútbol mexicano. Bicampeonato. Felicidades, Atlas. So close. Pachuca pushed, but they just couldn't get that last one. Atlas did it. Can't believe it. Me either. This ain't a fluke. Atlas really is something else. Yeah. Apertura, Clausura, and Campeón de Campeones. Campeón de Fútbol Mexicano. Campeón Clausura. Atlas. They get both trophies. Congrats. They just said Atlas will automatically be awarded Campeón de Campeones. So, in September, we have Atlas versus New York City FC, or New York City FC versus Atlas in the Campeones Cup. They have automatically won the Campeón de Campeones, so of course they'll be in that tournament or that final against New York. Can't wait to see that one. But with that being said, if you like the stream, like it, share, subscribe, you know what it is. Tell your friends, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification once subscribed, send super chats on the live streams, send a comment, put this in playlist, share with friends and family, all that great stuff. Review will be out within the hour. I'll see you then. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Congratulations, Atlas. Well deserved. And can't wait to see you in Campeones Cup and Champions League. Peace. Congratulations. Be campeonato. Peace.